Hey guys, welcome back. This is Chosenarchitect, and today we're jumping back into some more All the Mod 7 to the Sky. Hope you guys are ready. So hopping in today, we are going to be getting started with more, that's right, mystical agriculture. So the mystical agriculture that we worked on, I did miss a few things because it's been a little while since I've played with it. We are going to be changing all of our soil today. We're going to be creating a bunch of Inferium farms, and we are going to be upgrading this Inferium farm. And as you can see, I just finished crafting a whole lot of essence. That's right, because all of this farmland, all of this stuff, or really all of this dirt, is about to disappear for right now, because I need to convert it into some farmland. So let's go ahead and grab our hoe here, throw our armor back on. I'm going to take all of this dirt right here and take some of this, and we are creating ourselves farmland with it. Yes, and a bunch of farmland. What we're going to need is close to like 320 some odd to be able to replace everything. The reason I'm going with this tier is because this tier is kind of the best that I can get at the moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace all of the dirt that we currently have set up with this. Actually, it will be a lot easier. I could probably just use the exchanging gadget. But the reason I want to switch to this is because this is going to yield a higher output of material from this particular farmland. So at the moment, this is only giving, what, 1 essence? So as you can see, 1 essence. But when it's grown on this farmland, it should give me more. So I think we might even be able to test this. So if I place this down here and I get this all grown up and then I right click, as you can see, I'm getting 2 now. I don't know if it's always a guaranteed 2, but either way, we've basically doubled our resources here. So you can see secondary output chance 10%. I'm assuming the and then our Inferium output is 200%. Oh, that's kind of cool. It gives you that information right there. So here's our output is 100%, and over here we are going to be getting a 10% chance when it says secondary chance. I believe it's like a secondary chance to get an extra one of these. Either it's meaning that, or it's meaning you can actually get the bone meal material that actually comes from here. But yeah, I'm going to get all this replaced. So with all of this placed down and, well, it's almost ready to go, I need to make myself more lily pads of fertility. And I'm going to be replicating the same setup. I'm going to be using this with, of course, the hoe and everything. I'm actually going to try and get fortune on all these hoes. Hopefully, I don't know if that helps any. I know it does with regular crops. I don't think it does with this, though. But I'm going to be setting all that up. But yeah, lily pad of fertility. This is going to be something that I have to actually make. And unfortunately, lily pads are not the easiest thing to get in a skyblock. Now, I can get them, however, with a nature seed. Now, this is going to give me nature's essence, which I can then use to make lily pads. So I need to get my hands on this stuff, and we actually need to get this in rotation. Now, to make it, we have to get into Infusion, and it is a tier 2 crafting seed. I think all seeds now utilize this, even if it's a low tier seed. So for example, the elemental seeds, they even require this. So what exactly is the Infusion altar, and how are we going to use that? Well, I'm going to demonstrate that all right here. Bear in mind when crafting this thing, ouch, they put dark matter in here. So you actually need dark matter to get the main Infusion altar. We're also going to need 8 Infusion pedestals as well. Thankfully, these are a little bit cheaper. Now that I have them all, when you place it down, notice this is actually going to give you an outline. So it's really sort of foolproof. Like, you should not have problems with this. I'm going to go ahead and break all the grass. Yeah, this should be a pretty simple thing to set up. As you can see, all ready to go. Now, a bonus tip, a thing you can do is take a lever and just put a lever, or I think even a redstone block will work. And you can put this underneath. Like, just go ahead and slap this underneath here and turn this on. Then you won't have to worry about giving this a redstone signal, because normally you'd have to push a button to get it to activate. If you do this, just put the item that it requires on last, and then you should be good to go. So for example, nature seeds, we need prudentium. I think we might have some, maybe not. Let's see, let's grab some prudentium essence. We should have the ability to make 4 of them. I'm so glad we can craft them like this. So we need this, and we also need this nature essence. It's going to require cactus, which I'm pretty sure I have. Totally do, just didn't actually have it in my my system. So cactus, let's go ahead and make this. We just need 4 of these, and we also need pumpkin. Pretty sure I have that stored away. I totally forgot. Yeah, I have pumpkin right here. It has to get sort of used here. I'm gonna have to wait for more of this to grow. Thankfully, with all of that said and done, I won't have to worry about pumpkins anymore. I'll just be able to just make them. So the base seed here is also gonna require these prosperity seeds. I'm gonna go ahead and just make a couple here. This is gonna go in the base. Now you can place this anywhere you want. So if you want to place one here, you can do it. Doop, doop. You can place them anywhere. Doesn't have to be exact, as long as you get them placed in. And then you place this, and like I said, I have that lever underneath there. Normally you'd have to give it a redstone signal, so don't mess that up. If you're wondering why yours isn't working, it's probably because you haven't given it a redstone signal. And voila, we have nature seeds. Ah, this is so nice. So I can go ahead and put my nature seeds right here, because I need this to be gathering. And I need it to be gathering and harvesting and gathering and harvesting as quick as possible, because I need this right here. So yeah, I'm probably going to be speeding some things up here. So much green. So yeah, I need to speed this up a little bit, because if I'm going to make a lot more lily pads, the speed that it's going is just not going to cut it. So I decided to actually utilize that player simulator. Thankfully, you can actually click with an empty hand. Very, very simple. Just set that, make sure it's connected to an item interface. It probably doesn't even really need an item interface. It doesn't use any items. So we place this down, and then we just speed this up, and notice how quick this is going. Oh, this is going to be incredibly fast. I'm going to do this for a while. So because I am going to be adding new things to our ender chest, I need to add to this storage drawer, because this storage drawer is the setup for that. And as you can see right here, we have all of our stuff rolling in. So I got all these drawers added and locked, and each time we add something, we're going to have to add its essence into here. Otherwise, those essence are just going to build up inside this ender chest. So at the moment, we have nature's essence, but there's some other seeds that I actually want to get crafted. And, well, that's going to require all that inferium. As you can see, though, we are actually harvesting inferium at a pretty decent rate. I would have to say this is actually quite nice, because earlier I had 3,000 essence. Now I have over 10K. And so we are gathering quite a bit of essence, and we're gathering it quite quickly. So what's next? I think next is to definitely start working towards these high-end seeds. So some of the highest end seeds is going to be vibranium, unobtainium, and aluminium. Now, growing these, they're probably going to be grown separately. They're going to be grown somewhere else. This is going to require insanium. So over the next few days, hopefully all of our inferium essence will build up, and we will end up having enough for that. Now, do I really need some of these other seeds? Kind of. The seeds that I really want are dye seeds. I think I want some nether seeds. I definitely want some water and fire seeds, so I can make like lava buckets and stuff, and water buckets on demand. I don't know if we need earth seeds. I think I was looking at these. Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna need earth seeds, because these are required for all of this. So the seeds I have listed over here. Now, fortunately, like unobtainium seeds and stuff like that, to be able to use it, we actually need this magical soil, and this requires us to get into Botania. So guess what mod we're probably getting into next? Botania. So this one right here is going to be my earth seeds. And yeah, gonna place this one down. So yeah, I definitely want to get these all these seeds made up for sure. Before we move on. And then I'm also going to touch on maybe a potential way we can make this even faster down here. We might have the ability to make this faster. Wow, it's really dark over here. So yeah, there we go. That'll help spread some light. This should all work. So got the spooks. Oh boy. So this right here is the earth seed. I definitely need to make the water seed. As you can see, these are like really simple to make. The problem is it's just ever so tedious to craft some of these things. Like for example, this stuff, we have to go one after another after another. Thankfully these all use this essence, so I can just pop it in and we're good to go. But this is just going to take you know, it's just going to take the place of a couple of these Inferium. And we're probably going to all put them in one area. And yeah, I'm only going to do one of these. Like, none of these that I'm making. So as you can see, I have earth, water, fire, ice, nature seeds, dye seeds, nether, lapis, ind, uranium seeds, emerald seeds, which these are gonna have to be buffed later on for sure. But yeah, all of these basic ones except for these four, the emerald, the allthemodium, unobtainium, and vibranium, they just kind of need to just run in the background, and they're just kind of a nice thing to have when we're going to need them, which is kind of nice. For example, nether seeds, like, we can use this essence in case we need like some crims, anything from the nether, right? That because our nether's a void, so getting any of these things would be kind of nice, like crimson, nihilium, and all of that fun stuff. So it'd just be kind of a nice thing to get. So after getting all of them made, as you can see, we have all of these stacking up, which is kind of nice. So I can grab all of these and filter them all out. So they're going to have their own little place here. And it's going to be really nice because the water essence in itself is really nice. We can use it to make clay. I don't think I made dirt essence, but we can use it for water. That's the main thing I wanted. Oh, look, and we can actually make dripstone blocks. I wonder if that's the only way to make dripstone. Very, very nice. So yeah, this is going to provide many different ways of automating things and providing me with a little bit of ease, I guess you could say, when it comes to just crafting random stuff. So there is one last part before we kind of let our essence sort of lie, and that is going ahead and making some Inferium growth accelerators. So all I need is to make some crafting patterns. I just need to make some for this. As you can see, I've been making a lot of crafting recipes. Let's turn this into stone. I think this is just requiring regular stone, and I think I have some. Yes, I think this works with regular stone. There we go. And perfect. So as you can see, we have all this extra space inside. Expanded this a while back, so let's go ahead and drop this in. And so now I should be able to make some growth accelerators. Problem is, I'm probably going to need a bunch of stone in here. Let's go ahead and grab some of that. I guess I could probably smelt stone as well, but I just need to throw some in just so we have some. All right, so this right here is what we need to make, the accelerators. I think I called them pylons. But yeah, let's go ahead and make quite a few of them because I think I want at least a layer underneath all of my my setups. So at the moment, down here, it's kind of meh. If I go ahead and break down here. I need to break through all of this. Probably going to drain water everywhere. That's fine. But I need to basically layer this underneath every single one of these pieces of farmland. And what this is going to do is this is going to just give me a starting ground for upgrading this over time. And unfortunately, I can't go too far, right? We can only put, you know, a few layers, just enough to go all the way down into here. What, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers. But even 5 layers at the current speed we're going is going to be more than enough. I just want to make sure that I can generate this Inferium essence enough because, well, we need it for the creative stuff. And I don't know if you've seen how crazy this is, but we need a ton of Insanium. Like, this stuff is just, it's a lot. We need a lot of this stuff. This is just one of the pieces, but yeah, we are going to need it for all the seeds and everything. It's just, we need a bunch of it. So this is going to just help even more. So, boop. And now I've got to go in and fix all of these water holes for each one of them. So with all this done, I think it's about time we go adventuring back into the other, because there was a really cool area that I'd found, and I want to go back and explore that and get myself a quick way to teleport back there. Plus, there were villagers, so I want to capture some villagers as well, so we can bring them back here, you know, for interrogation purposes. But the first thing I want to do before I go back to the other is I think it's time to, well, upgrade all of my gear. And I should be able to do this. I think we have the unobtainium. Yes. So I should be able to make, I don't know, a little bit of unobtainium thanks to my bees. The bees have been really, really nice with the unobtainium. And there we go. So we got all of our unobtainium upgraded. And look at us. We are looking fancy. Very fancy. And, well, should I upgrade my pickaxe as well? I mean, actually, we can't upgrade the pickaxe directly, can we? We have to actually just make a new pickaxe. And I think that's fine. Unobtainium. Is it going to be too fast, though? I mean, how fast is the unobtainium sword? Because we've actually been rocking this sword for a while now. And I've not really messed with it too much. We can do this. A rod. Bam. And an unobtainium sword. Oh my goodness, look at that attack damage. I don't think there's going to be much standing in our way, even unenchanted. I don't even need to enchant this thing. All right, let's go check out the dimension. Oh boy, still a little laggy in this dimension, but let's go ahead and check this out. Oh wow, it grows. We do this, it bone mills the ground. All right, so this is dirt that I'm mining through? I don't know, but this is where I left my marker. So I'm assuming if I mine all the way underground, we should eventually hit that underground village that we found while we were looking for some ore a while back. Oh my goodness, and here we are. Wow. Okay, so this is the village. Now I'm hoping that I didn't ruin anything, and I am going to place myself a flux point right here and give myself a place to come back to. All right, so matter transmitter, there we go. And we'll call this other. This is the other. Okay, villagers. They seem to be gone. Oh, there's a villager right there. Okay, so this is what I need to do. I need to pick up you. Boop. You're trapped. I am going to free you guys. Technically, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if this is considered freeing them. But I am going to grab you for sure. That makes it a whole lot easier to get started with villagers. I don't have to like wait and breed up a whole bunch of them. All right, and now what makes this area so special? Hey, what are you doing? Piglin Brute. What makes this area so special? Oh, that's right. This stuff was here. So this is actually a tinker's material. If I hold shift and I scroll wheel, I can turn this into a bucket. And it says you now own this. Okay, that is linking that. I can grab all of this. Oh boy. Look at that. This is all of that fluid, by the way. What is this stuff? Soul lava, that's right. This is like, I think, the highest tier lava in Tinkers. Is there gonna be any like cool chests? Oh, there's chests right back here. That chest is empty. Who's been exploring here without me? Maybe this is like unfinished. I don't know. I'm going after it though. All right, I don't think there's anything here. This is smooth quartz. Was there a way up here? Nope. Okay, so my adventure has left me empty-handed, it seems. I'm not really seeing anything super amazing here. Other than the fact that we got some blaze spawners underground. Is there going to be anything under here? I've found, though, a lot of these places, the stuff is underground, but in this case, doesn't seem that way. It's been under my nose the entire time. These barrels have the stuff. Actually, I have some pretty decent stuff. Yeah, vibranium. Look at all that and all these enchanted books. I am going to have to get my backpack ready because a lot of good stuff here. Oh, and are those catching the ground on fire, or I'm just going crazy? So I know this probably isn't going to get me any drops, but it'll increase my Drigmy's happiness. I'm going to go ahead and give these villagers right here. I'm just going to place them here for right now to give them a nice happy place to play around with the Drigmy. Now, there is another mob that is in the other that will eventually end up going into this. And, well, it's actually listed right here. And this is the pig latch. Now, I have looked on the Discord and everything, and I have no idea where to find this thing. I guess you have to get lucky and hope that it spawns. And it requires a light level to spawn. You know, you just have to get lucky. But once we do find this, I'm hoping that we can get it to our Drigmy farm, because the Drigmies basically work off of this, off the mob drops here. And so you can see if I put a zombie villager in here, it has a chance of getting all of these items off of it. That's why it even works with modded stuff, as we test it out here with the Twilight Forest. So it could technically gather any of these items that are off of any of these mobs that you see listed here. And boy, there's a lot of them. So we could have like a sheep farm, and I'm assuming that if you put a sheep in here of any color, it's going to gather that color wool. So there's a ton of stuff, tons of mobs in here that we could technically get in here. And this thing has been working really good, like almost too good. If we take a look at the raw, since we started this, we have over like 3,000 raw of just like beef. That's a lot. There is a lot that this is doing, and it's doing such a good job. Well, guys, it's basically just kind of waiting time until next episode, where we are going to be diving into Botania. I know there's going to be a lot to Botania, and there's even a mod in here that adds functionality to Botania and has really grown. Actually, I've just kind of seen this mod from its early stages, and this mod that adds to Botania has really grown and added some crazy functionality. So I can't wait to get into Botania tomorrow. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. It was a little bit shorter than normal, but today was more or less getting all of my crops set up so I can kind of run this. And I might be doing some AFKing on this one. I think we actually are right at our first antimatter. So we should have our first antimatter pellet literally just generated. Like it should have just generated. Yes, we have our first antimatter. I mean, that's an achievement right there. I am so excited the fact that we have this. And this is what's going to allow us to, well, make the several that we're going to need in order to make like the gravitation module and stuff like that we need in order to complete this pack. So like I said, I'm so glad I got this set up as early as I did, so that way this is generating, because I usually wait till last minute to do this, and when I do that, well, it causes a problem. It causes just me waiting when I could just have this running while I'm doing other processes. By the way, some things and challenges that I had to fix that you may be experiencing as well if you're following along with me. I had to upgrade these to their netherite variant, at least the one for cobbles, or the one for gravel, and the one for sand. I had to get those upgraded so that way it can keep up with the uranium demand. And then I had to make sure that this was running uranium constantly. And as you can see, our uranium has been building up, which was definitely a necessity. I have no idea why this has stopped going places. I have no idea. But this was running and was working just fine. But yeah, that was some things I had to fix. Also, I had to put void upgrades on every single one of these to make sure nothing backs up. But it's actually kind of nice because I don't have a whole lot running through my applied logistics network. Everything's just running through drawers. Wow. First antimatter. I am excited. That's awesome. So yeah, next episode, going to be Botania. I have a lot to kind of prep for. And I've got to get a whole other space set up in the Twilight, because we're going to be heading back to the Twilight to do all of that and get all of our setups going there, because that's sort of our magic area. Now, of course, the reason why we have to get into Botania, well, we have to get into it anyways to complete this pack if we ever plan on completing it. It is definitely a part of the completion of this pack, but it's also a requirement to get into the higher tier mystical agriculture crops, where we're definitely going to need that to be able to get the unobtainium, vibranium, and all the modium that we need to complete this pack. So there's a lot of stuff stacked on top of each other. And guys, well, let's thank the sponsor of today's video. And that, my friends, is going to go to JMac. Thank you so much for your amazing support, by the way, over on the Discord, becoming a Discord premium member. And of course, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, be sure to click that subscribe button, give this video a huge thumbs up, comment something down below if there's something you want to let me know, or something that you just want to say. I don't know, comment down below, let me know. Guys, I appreciate it. I read them as soon as the videos go live, and I continue reading them all the way through the evening. So I love reading you guys' comments, so be sure to comment something down below. Guys, I hope to see you in the next one, and as always, thanks for watching.